The figures stood completely still. They weren't talking, not even shifting their weight. Just staring. Their eyes glowed dimly, reflecting the neon lights around them. I couldn't tell if they were people or something else. I swallowed hard and took a step back. Instantly, they moved. Not like normal movement, more like flickering. One moment, they were standing still. The next, they were closer. Their bodies didn't walk. They just shifted. Panic surged through me. I spun around and ran. The street stretched endlessly ahead, but my surroundings kept changing. 1 second, I was passing a cafe with a neon open sign. The next, that same cafe was boarded up, its windows shattered. I kept running. The figures didn't make a sound, but I felt them closing in. Then, my phone vibrated. I glanced down, turned left. I didn't question it. I obeyed, and that's when I saw it, the mirror. The mirror was massive, taking up the entire wall of a ruined building, but it wasn't reflecting the city behind me. It showed something else. A room, small, dimly lit, and inside it, me. Not my reflection, another version of me. She stood perfectly still, staring at me with wide, unblinking eyes. Then, she smiled. The figures behind me flickered again, closer than before. My phone vibrated. Step inside. A chill ran down my spine. I turned back to the mirror. My other self lifted her hand and gestured for me to come. I had no choice. I reached out. The glass rippled like water. And then, I fell through. I hit the ground hard, but it wasn't glass beneath me. It was cold, polished wood. I looked up. The city was gone. I was inside a small, dimly lit room. The walls were covered in old, faded wallpaper. A single lamp flickered overhead. The air was thick, musty, like no one had breathed it for years. And then I saw her. She was standing across the room. My other self. She smiled, but her face wasn't quite right. Too stretched, her eyes too wide, her teeth just a little too sharp. Finally, she whispered. I stumbled back, my heart hammering. "Who are you?" She tilted her head. "I'm you, and you." She took a step forward. "You don't belong here." I turned to run, but the door behind me had disappeared, just a solid wall where it used to be. My phone buzzed again. "Don't let her touch you." Panic surged through me. My double was getting closer, her movements unnatural, jerky, like a glitching video. I grabbed the closest object, a wooden chair, and threw it at her. It passed right through. She giggled. "That won't work." Then she lunged. I barely dodged. My back hit the wall, my breath ragged. Then I saw it, a mirror, another one, and in its reflection, the room was different, normal, and I was there, my real self, watching. I turned to run, but the door behind me had disappeared. Just a solid wall where it used to be. My phone buzzed again. "Don't let her touch you." Panic surged through me. My double was getting closer. Her movements unnatural, jerky, like a glitching video. I grabbed the closest object, a wooden chair, threw it at her. It passed right through. She giggled. That won't work. Then, she lunged. I barely dodged. My back hit the wall, my breath ragged. Then, I saw it. A mirror. Another one. And in its reflection, the room was different. Normal. And I was there. My real self. Watching. I turned around, but there was no one. Just the city, stretching endlessly into the distance. The buildings were tall, their windows glowing with an eerie blue light. The air smelled strange. Not like pollution or rain, but something artificial, like burned plastic mixed with flowers. My phone was still in my hand, but the screen was now different. The time showed 00, and instead of the usual icons, there was only one button: enter. My heart pounded. I didn't press it. I took a step forward. The streets were empty, but I felt watched. Shadows flickered in the alleys, just out of sight. The silence was deafening. No wind, no cars, no distant voices, just me. Then, suddenly, a soft melody started playing. It came from a street nearby, a slow, distorted version of a lullaby. My legs moved on their own, leading me toward the sound. As I turned the corner, I saw them, figures, standing still in the middle of the street, watching me.